Hi honeys, how are you? Tanya Shylock here, and of course welcome back to the channel. What's popping, what's well, and of course all that bachelor kind of good stuff. If this is your first time here, I'm a male nursing student, of course, in my second semester of first year, and of course I also do videos about makeup, glam, fashion, beauty, because I'm always inspired by that category of things. And of course subscribe. I'll just give you your time before you click off the video. Make sure that you have subscribed, give the video a thumbs up, and of course like it. And in today's video I want to just sit over here, talk about the release of my examinations, but of course I've not seen the results as per yet, but I thought that it was the right time, of course, to come over here, talk more about the full kind of reveal, not even the reveal, but the reactions towards my first semester kind of examinations, which we did in around December last year 2019, and of course all that. So if you want to know all the tea concerning, of course, the nursing circles in Uganda, especially the examinations we do, the course units, what you in order to expect, and of course the grading, and of course all that, keep on watching. And yeah, you guys, I'm going to be taking you a little bit of a story. I think around December, I think I think everything starts in November, where we are supposed to be doing PTS, which we did successfully. PTS means pre-trained student examinations, which we are able to accomplish. And of course we popped into December, where we had to do our finals of first semester examinations. And the main reason why I think that this video comes to be very important is because I'm going to be talking about the course units, and of course what to expect from UNIMEB merging the course units, and all that. So first of all, last semester we had almost something like 6 course units. That is anatomy and physiology 1, we had microbiology, we had personal, was it primary health care? Yeah, primary health care, PHC, primary healthcare, yeah, I think so, primary healthcare. I'll try to put it on the screen. And of course we also had foundations of nursing, or we also had ICT. I think there were 5 course units, you guys, around 5, I think 5. We have 5 course units, but of course for foundations of nursing we have that sector for the practice. Those are the practical bit of it. So they were supposed to be something like 6 papers. Yes, I think 6 papers. But fortunately enough, the thing is like they merged 2 papers, especially here where I am right now in Uganda, Africa. Microbiology, we do it with primary health care, PHC, and anatomy and physiology, we do it, of course, with ICT, I think, if I'm not wrong. Is it with ICT? Of course, to sum up everything, those are like the major kind of papers, but of course they are merged. They merged them into 2, and of course the practical bit of it comes in its special way. So literally I think around 4 a.m. on 27th of this month, February, the results were released. And of course these were results for all continuing students. If I talk about continuing students, I'm meaning students, of course, who have sat their examination, but of course they are within, of course, the timeline. They have not accomplished the timeline of the course, so of course they are continuing students. So the results were released, and I think one of the reasons why our school has not been able, of course, to give us the results as per yet, because they need maybe to internalize everything, and of course all that. That's just a by the way. But the gist of the tea is that we did those course units, and I think they were marked at within January, the last few weeks of January, and of course they released them the same day, I think, when they released the USCE examinations. Those are the senior 6 examinations here in my country. And of course, especially you guys, I'm going to just give you the overview of the examination, especially on my side. When I talk about anatomy and physiology 1, the paper was very good and of course very nice, but I think there is only one question that I so far faced that I think was a little bit cringy, though of course we had our anatomy Twitter, or professor, whatever you want to call him, had of course given us an overview of questions. And of course amongst the questions there was this particular kind of question, which was to describe or draw the structure of a femur bone. And I think this is one of the questions where a lot of students got off the timeline, because you know what, you know that a femur bone is a long bone in the longest bone in the body, and of course it's the hip bone, you know. And in this question in particular, they were very specific. So visually I had a little bit of an idea how a femur bone looked, and what I remember doing is that I drew the full structure of a long bone, and I think that was one, of course, of my highlights of my anatomy and physiology paper 1, because I literally wouldn't remember very well the femur bone, but of course I had the ideal kind of picture for the longest bone in the body, and of course an example being a femur bone. So hopefully that everything goes right and that thing is marked. I'll also of course surface it as one of my survival kind of niches in anatomy. Foundations of nursing, I don't remember a lot of things that I found very disturbing, though there is only this part of ICT where of course they asked us the different kind of software something I think, but the question was like relating to software, Microsoft maybe components in that suite where we shall have Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Database, and of course all that. So I remember that this question of course puzzled me for the longest time ever, but of course at the last bit of the paper I was able of course to figure it out, but I wrote very few of them. I think they are something like 2, and of course if God helps and they were marked right, it would also have been my highest kind of highlight on foundations of nursing. So another bit of it that I've not talked about, I think it's microbiology and PCH. Yeah, PCH. You guys, it's not PHC, but it's PCH. I'll do soon a video of course of the course units of this semester, hopefully that I remember it. But microbiology and PCH, it's also another combination of papers which is given to us as male, not only male but nurses of course, and midwives, though also the midwives have their own papers. And the paper, this time around in 2019, our kind of time or year, we are only surfaced with kind of PCH questions, which the paper was very fine, and I literally don't remember a lot of saga in it, like forgetting this or that or that. So fingers crossed. I hopefully know that I also passed that paper. It brings me to the last bit of it. This is of course the paper for practical, and of course this is foundations of nursing practical. So in foundations of nursing practical, we had something like 5 stations. We had the hand washing station, the offering first aid for epistaxis station. We also had preparing a trolley for bed bath, I think so, prepare a trolley for bed bath. And we also had something like, of course, I think preparing a tray for observations, an observation tray. And we also had are they already? I think they are already. We also had, what did we have else? But I think they were okay. So the 5th one was identifying that different sites for offering or for checking pulse. Yes, for checking pulse. So the carotid, the radio artery, all that, you guys, if you know, the femoral, whatever the case may be. And I remember that the most disturbing part in all these questions was, first of all, along the preparing, offering first aid for epistaxis. I had read it in theory, but of course I had not done it in practical, so it was a little bit disturbing, but hopefully that I tried everything I could in order to scoop some marks, but hopefully everything goes right. It will be on. Last bit of it, of course, which was another part that was very disturbing for me in the practical kind of bit of it. It was identifying the different sites and of course showing them, identifying them, of course all that. So you guys, I identified some, but of course some of them I didn't identify them, because it's one of the questions that you never see coming most of the time, because you know that the things do happen. Like you get a question which you think that you would have maybe done practically, but of course we have not done it. We are all humans. We all have different, of course, kind of sufficiencies with with different questions and of course all that. But I identified some, but some of them of course I failed to give their names and of course all that. But hopefully everything goes right, and everything is marked. Comes to the conclusion of the video. Thank you for watching my video. That's if you have been watching. It literally brightens up my YT life and of course it brings it to the next level. Make sure that you share this video out to a person of course doing nursing or a person doing health. Please rate the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I'm literally open with it. I'm also human and of course I'm not that perfect. So comment something in the comment section below, of course, of the next video you want to see along the nursing circles. And I know a lot of you guys will be like, the energy today Tanya has been so small. I know, darling, I'm not sick, I'm just fine. But by the time I shoot this video, I first went down for a nap because my phone was charging. I don't know why I'm talking this, but that is the real tea. Let me grab you in my next video. Remember that smartness, elegancy, and of course exploring the magic of your subconscious mind in 2020. Tanya and Shylock switching out. Bye for now.